Welcome, Scorpius. Welcome, Lily. Hello, Rose. Hello, James. Hello, Hugo. Good morning, Albus. Hello, Lorcan. All right. Can anyone read that for me? Rose? We are a community of learners who strive to work creatively, efficiently, and responsibly. We concentrate on learning cooperation and learning independence. Okay, a community is a group. To strive is to do your best. Efficiently is working quickly. To cooperate is to work together. And independence is working alone. So we are a community group of learners who strive or do our best to work creatively, efficiently, quickly, and responsibly. We concentrate on learning cooperation, how to work together, and learning independence, how to work alone. Welcome to Miss Benton's English class. It is the beginning of the trimester, so we should go over some rules. Rules have 3 categories, and those are being respectful, responsible, and safe. Does anyone have an example of being respectful?
Listen to me.
Listen to you? Listen to others when they talk? That's right. That's rule number 2. We respect others when they talk. Can anyone give me another idea? Don't steal. That's right. That's like rule number 2 as well. We need to respect other people's property. Property is something that belongs to you. This purple wig belongs to me. I would be very sad if you took it or hurt it. Another rule is to be in your seat when the bell rings. That's rule number 1. What about being responsible?
Don't lose your stuff.
That's a good idea. That could be for rule 3 and 4. Bring everything you need for class to class. That's paper and pencils. I have everything else you might need, and even some paper and pencils too. I might run out though, so you need to bring your own. You also shouldn't lose your work. Always turn it in on time. Thank you, Albus. All work should be turned in either right when we finish it during class or at the end of the week. The last rule we have is about being safe. This rule works especially when we have fire drills. This rule is to follow directions when the teacher tells them to you. I ask for you to do this to keep you safe. Does anyone have any questions?
Can I listen to my music?
Not right now, James. We are having teacher talk time. But that brings us to the next part. First, does anyone have any questions about rules? Well, what if we turn things in late? That's a hard one. It's hard for me because I want to grade you for the work you do, and I want to get those grades turned in on time so we can see what you need to learn next time. If work is not turned in, I will grade it as a 0 until it is turned in. If you have too many zeros, I will call home. Any more questions? No? Okay. James, we'll get back to your question about permissions. You need permission to do 5 things in this classroom. Go to the office, go to the water fountain, go to the bathroom, go sharpen pencils, and use your phone. You need a pass to go to the office or the water fountain. You need permission to use our bathroom or our pencil sharpener. You also need permission to use your phone, and I won't always give it. Raise your hand when you want a pass or permission. Be clear with what you want. If I can't let you go right then, I'll give you time to do it later in class or a clear reason why we can't. Are there any questions?
Can I listen to music now?
James, I have 3 things to do first. I will talk about bell work and turning in work. I will talk about fire drills, and I will also talk about what we are learning this trimester. After those things, you will have independent work time and you can listen to your phone. First is bell work. Every morning at the beginning of class, we will do some writing. In your syllabus, you will have a prompt. Read that prompt, write 3 sentences, and draw a picture. That is how you get a 4. Next is turning in work. We turn in work at the back of class. I will often give you work in your binders, and I want the holes to match neatly when you turn in your work. Always have your name on your work. Are there any questions? No? For the intruder drill, we will hide in the bathroom and the office, depending on if Agrid is here. For the fire drill, we line up and walk outside to the front of the castle. For the tornado drill, other students will come to our classroom because we are in the dungeons, and we will be respectful to guests. Any questions? No? Last, our assignment. Hello, Albus. It is time to get ready for your IEP meeting. Together, we're going to talk about the things you like, what you want to do after Hogwarts, and what you want to learn while at Hogwarts. First, let's talk about your classes. You have math, English, Battle for Hogwarts History, biology, and track. What is your favorite class?
History. The teacher has us draw things when we do projects.
That's great. You like to draw.
Yes.
Is it hard to learn about the battles?
No. I want to be an Auror like my father.
Okay. What class is the hardest?
English, miss. I have trouble with reading.
You know, your IEP from last year says the same thing, but it also says that you're very good at vocabulary, knowing certain words, knowing grammar, and having things read to you. Do you read with an audiobook at home?
No, miss.
Then we might try that next. Do you want to get better at learning, at reading then?
Yes, miss.
Okay, I have something perfect for that. Let's make a plan. You tell me, what do I want to learn or improve on?
I want to get better at reading.
What do I know about it now?
That it's hard.
Well, we talked about it.
I don't know, miss.
Okay, you are good at vocabulary and grammar. You have certain words memorized. You know the order words should go in when reading or writing.
Okay. I also need to listen to books.
Right! You're good at listening to passages. Okay, what must change for me to learn what I don't know?
I need to learn more words.
Right, you have good vocabulary skills, so we could work on that. For the next one, I have 2 ideas for you. First, I want to hear your ideas. What can I do to make this happen?
Study at night.
Right, there are 2 things you could study. You could study vocabulary words, or you could start reading books with audiobooks. Studying vocabulary can happen with family, with friends, with a tutor, or alone. With an audiobook, you need to read while listening, so you need to spend a little time each week doing that. Both are perfectly fine. What do you want to do?
I want to work on learning words.
Okay, now let's take some tests to tell about what you want to work after Hogwarts. Okay, let's hear all about you. You want to be an Auror, right?
Yes, miss.
Well, that makes a lot of sense. It says here that you like to work in a place with rules and a place where you get to help people. You also scored very high in the career cluster for public safety. But let's look at this. Read to me what your weakness is.
Career.
Career.
Career, education, and setting goals.
Right. You also need to work on
Career and education planning. And housing and money management.
Here's what I'm going to say at the IEP. I'm going to work with you on setting goals and completing them. We're going to do that with learning vocabulary. This is your first goal, and I'll show you how to complete it.
Okay, miss.
I'm also going to ask your mom and dad to talk to you about money. They might tell you some things about a savings account, keeping track of money, and when you should borrow money from others.
They haven't talked to me about that.
That's okay. I just want you to learn it before you graduate. Little bits at a time.
Okay, miss.
Today, I want to make another goal. It's time, this time for career education and planning. We're going to look up different programs that help young wizards like you work with or as an auror. Does that sound okay?
Yes.
This trimester, we're going to learn about Shakespeare. Who is he?
I don't know, miss.
That's okay. He's a person famous for writing poems and plays. We're going to do 2 plays. One is a comedy. What does that mean?
It's funny?
Right. The other is a tragedy. What does that mean? Someone dies. That's right. A tragedy is a sad story. Has anyone ever heard of Twelfth Night? No? The movie She's the Man? No? Goodness, I'm old. Okay, that's okay. We're going to watch the movie.
Yes.
Right. We're going to watch the movie, read the play, listen to an audiobook, act out the play, and have a big project over it. Here are your options. So we have 5 categories. You could do an essay, a presentation, a model, a scene, or a poster. You need to choose 3 from the next group: setting, character, plot, theme, and idioms. What is setting?
When you set something down?
Close! Setting is the place that things happen in the story. You need to tell me about 2 places in the story. Characters are the people in the story. You need to tell me about 2 characters. Who can tell me about plot? No? Plot is the order of events in the story. You need to tell me about the beginning, middle, and end. What about theme? I had a Quidditch-themed birthday party. That's right. What kind of things made it Quidditch-themed? The cake, the decorations. My mom had some players come from work. Wow, that sounds fun. That's a good example of theme. You'll have to tell me one theme from the story and different ways you could tell that there was a theme. Who can tell me about idioms? No? Okay, an idiom is a phrase that people say a lot. You'll find phrases that people use a lot today that Shakespeare put in his play. I need 3 idioms for this one. Do I have any questions?
What if I don't know any idioms?
Idioms. I'll teach them as we watch the movie, read and watch the play, and read the audiobook. I'll even have you take notes. I'll share my notes with you when we do our project days. Any more questions?
Can I do an essay?
Yes. Do I have to do a poster? No, you can choose whatever you want to do. And Lord Ken, you have a couple of options. You could do a poster, a presentation, a model, or a scene. I thought you would want to do a scene because you like to dance. Do you want to dance or do something else?
I'm gonna dance.
Okay, everyone, you now have individual time to circle what you want to do for your project. James, you can listen to your music now. Hello, Rose. It's time to get ready for your IEP meeting. Together we're going to talk about the things you like, what you want to do after Hogwarts, and what you want to learn while at Hogwarts. First, let's talk about your classes. You have math, English, magical history, human potions, and Muggle studies. What's your favorite class? Muggle studies. Why? I already know this stuff. Last year we found out you were really good at doing posters. Yeah, I did some posters for that class already. We also found that you were helping others in class a lot. Yeah? Do you like teaching others? Yes, sometimes. Okay, what class is the hardest? English and math. You know, your IEP from last year says the same thing, but it also says that you're really good at basic reading skills. You read aloud for me and other students a lot. Yeah? What do you want to learn or improve on? I want to get better at math. Why? I work with my uncle when we don't have school. I want to help with money. Okay. What do you know about it now? I know how to count money. I know how to add and subtract. Okay, what must change for you to learn what you don't know? I don't know. Maybe I could get some help? Right. I have some ideas. First, I want to hear yours. What can you do to make this happen? Learning in class? Right. There are a couple areas we will work on in class. Equations, graphing, geometric shapes, money, time, and measurement. We will take a test to tell where you are. But I remember that you need to work on equations and graphs. Which do you want to do? I want to work on equations. Okay, then I will give you some lessons and have you present a poster in the class that shows how to do equations. Okay. Okay, now let's take some tests to tell you about working after Hogwarts. Okay, now let's hear all about you. What do you want to be after Hogwarts? I want to work with animals. Well, that makes a lot of sense. It says here that you like to work at a place where you get to help people and a place where you get to work with animals. You also scored very high in the career cluster for health services. Let's look at this. Read to me what your weakness is. Disability awareness. You also need to work on career and education planning and housing and money management. Here's what I'm going to say at the IEP. The more you know about how your brain works is the better you will have a home and hold a job after Hogwarts. Your brain works differently. Can you tell me how? I have English with you. Yes, that's one way. Reading and math are hard. Yes, sometimes it takes you longer to learn things. But what are you good at? Doing posters for the class. Right. Do you know what your disability is? No. You're a person with an intellectual disability. It means what I said before. It takes you longer to learn things. Say that. Intellectual disability. Intellectual disability. Right. That is just the name for it. Your brain is still different than other people with that disability. You are you. What really matters are your strengths. Do you have any questions? No. Okay, I'm going to ask your mom to talk with you about money. They might tell you things about paying rent, buying or taking care of a car or a broom, and taking care of bills. I help my mom with the bills. And that is why we talk about it. That way you can do it for yourself one day. Okay. Today I want to make another goal, this time for career and education planning. We're going to start contacting people who work with animals so you can get some training next year. Maybe we'll offer care of magical creatures again. If not, we'll find a place for you to learn the important information. Okay. Today's prompt is this question. Have you ever been to the ocean? I want you to write 3 sentences and draw a picture. You may begin. This is an independent learning time. There should be no talking. James, if you're done with writing, you can turn in your work now.
That's stupid.
Hagrid, will you please take the class to the foyer until I can come and get you? Yeah. Okay, let's do this work, and then we can talk about it. Tell me, have you ever been to the ocean?
No.
Have you ever been to a lake?
Yes.
What did you do there?
I swam with my brother. I took Lily's ball and we played keep away.
Okay, that's 3 sentences. I have never been to the ocean, but I liked going to the lake. Write that. I swam with my brother. I played with my sister. Now, tell me how you felt about it.
I don't know. It was fun.
Write that too. Okay, why don't you tell me what happened earlier?
Didn't want to write about the stupid ocean.
And that's okay. Is it okay to hurt your friends?
No.
Is it okay to yell in class?
Sorry, miss.
Next time, I'll try to do better and make sure the assignment is right for you.
Thank you, miss.
All right, turn in your work. I'll have Hagrid bring in the class. Today, James got frustrated. When we are frustrated with work, what do we do?
Ask the teacher.
That's right. Next time, James is going to ask for help before getting angry. Thank you, everyone, for following Hagrid's directions. It's now time to finish up your work. Today's prompt is this question. Have you ever been to the ocean? I want you to write 3 sentences and draw a picture. Please raise your hand if you have gone to the ocean.
Yes.
Who hasn't gone to the ocean? Me. Oh, okay then. You can write about going to the lake instead. I'll give you 2 minutes to think about it. Okay, Lord Can, tell me about going to the ocean.
I swam with Mama.
Was it fun?
Yes.
Then you can write, I went to the ocean, I swam with my ball, it was fun. Then draw a picture. What about you, Rose? I went to the ocean and I saw my grandparents in Australia and they looked at my teeth and then we ate some sandwiches and then we didn't go into the ocean because it was cold. Okay, let's make that into sentences. I went to Australia to visit my grandparents. I saw the ocean and I ate some sandwiches. My grandparents checked my teeth. Now what was your favorite part? I saw a billywig. You can add that too. My favorite part was seeing a billywig. And then you can draw your picture. Does anyone else want to share? James?
I went to the lake with my family. I swam with my brother. I took Lily's ball and played keep away.
Okay, everyone, now we're going to listen to the audiobook about 12th Night. Everyone open your books and follow along. I want to remind everyone that phones are to be put away right now. This is not individual work time, and I have had no request to use a phone. Lily, this is your one warning. If I see your phone again, I will take it away until the end of class. No, miss, I put it away. but it won't be long till we share who we can be.
Really good at reading, I'm good at writing too. If I were to share stuff with you, my essay would do that.
Every person's a person, and we all learn differently. We are weak and strong, but it won't be long till we share who we can be.
I'm really great at drawing, I'm good at big ideas. If I were to share stuff with you, I'd do it in a book.
Every person's a person, and we all learn differently. We are weak and strong, but it won't be long till we share who we can be. I'm really good at reading, I'd like to read to you. If I were to share stuff with you, I'd do it with some slides. Every person's a person, and we all learn differently. We are weak and strong, but it won't be long till we share who we can be. I'm really good at reading, I like to be in charge. If I were to share stuff with you, then I'd direct the play. Every person's a person, and we all learn differently. We are weak and strong, but it won't be long till we share who we can be.
I like dance, I like art. I will share in a play.
Every person's a person, and we all learn differently. We are weak and strong, but it won't be long till we share who we can be. I like to work with others, I like to move around, and I will share what I learned by showing you a play. Every person's a person, and we all learn differently. We are weak and strong, but it won't be long till we share who we can be.
I'm really great at talking, I use my hands to work. If I were to share stuff with you, I would make a model.
Every person's a person, and we all learn differently. We are weak and strong, but it won't be long till we share who we can be.
What noises am I making?
Buddy, that's me. Everybody, that's me. 12th Night? No. The movie. We lose the bear, we lose the sea.
I'm gonna get that hunted.
I'm gonna get that hutted.